Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the strongest Master Yi jungle build right now, and it's also the most consistent one, and that is to go for the standard Bork into Rageblade. But third item, you're gonna be rushing down a tank item, which is Radiant Virtue. It gives you a lot of defensive stats, but most importantly, whenever you use your R, you get a bunch of extra healing. This helps you to stay alive and get your resets on your R, or I should say your extensions, letting you carry the game. Ultimately, Mastery only needs 2 core items for his main damage output, which is why you don't rush Radiant Virtue. You get it third item after the Bork and Rageblade. For our runes, we have Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Magical Footwear with Cosmic Attack Speed 80 and Armor. We're up against a Lee Sin this game. Should be a fun game. I don't mind playing against Lee Sin as long as I have Ignite. It's quite doable. He has a bit of self-healing that kicks in. Free Boots is nice on Mastery because his initial items are very expensive. The Bork is 3,300, and then I guess Rageblade is cheap, but just getting the first item, Bork is hard enough without having to waste gold on boots. Plus, Mastery has base movement speed of 355, one of the highest in the games. Combine that with the extra 10 movement speed from Free Boots, and then you are cooking. Flash Ghost are decent options if your team has too many Ignites. 2 of my teammates didn't go for Ignite, though, so I figured we could squeeze it in. And Smiter down. Going for an auto Q. Monsters can hit you while you're in alpha. Minions, champions, and turrets cannot, though. So change Riot needs to revert. I don't even know if they intentionally did it or if they're just being lazy with the monsters coding. Because initially they're having a lot of issues with how they changed the patience and resets, partial resets, all that sort of thing. Because it got a lot more complicated for the season. Auto into Q. We'll slice him down. He pretty much always looks for full clears. His ganks early on are only good for dives or if the enemies are way over push, one or the other. But if they're just neutral in lane, the odds of your gank turning out is incredibly low. We could go double point and Q here to clear a bit faster. Auto Q. Whip straight into E. Getting Meditate's fine. It's a good auto reset, but it's mainly useful against champions rather than monsters necessarily. Gotta pull this towards the bush. We don't know if Lee Sin's gonna invade us. He's actually dead here. Yeah, goodbye. I didn't even have that much HP. But since I had Ignite, and I ended up dodging out his Q with my Q, I win that. Goodbye, stinky Lee Sin. So he did a 3 camp clear invade. I had already done my 4th camp, finishing up my 5th. That's why you go Ignite on Master Yi, guys. The damage output is quite crazy. He had so much more HP than me there as well. He can't fight me here, even if he has a longsword. I have double buffs. Plus red buff itself is worth at least 2 long swords essentially. We'll meditate it back. We might actually be able to find a dive on this guy. If we walk him down, once again, Yi's early ganks, pre-6 ganks are only good in dives or if the enemies are way over pushed. Auto attack him. And then we can use RQ. I didn't actually get to Q the Shen unfortunately because I was taunted, but we're still able to survive. We could Q to a minion if he died too soon. We can use W to mitigate turret shots. But anyways, yeah. E-dive's really good even early on. Or if the enemies are over pushed, you can come up way behind them. That also works. We'll grab a recurve bow, longsword, control word, and head out. And continue the full clear. Because we do want to make it to level 6. Their comp overall is tough. Champions that can block your auto attack such as Teemo Blind Dart, Shen Circle, Jax E are very annoying to deal with. They do have a lot of things I can outplay though, like Lee Sin Q, Rakan, kind of delayed knockup. So we have some counterplay potential for ourselves. I'm not really seeing anything bot to gank. I'll head straight for the Raptors. We'll probably do more dives topside. Ranged top laners typically end up pushing to get level 2 advantage. And then they crash wave. That's what we mainly played around there. Is Kennons and Jaces. Teemos love doing that. Something that Mastery quite prefers. This is very gankable if I was over there. In theory, Jinx should back off after she crashes the wave. Her staying, I would not have anticipated because this doesn't make sense. She's getting nothing out of it. It's all risk, really no reward. But now we know for next time. If we see Jinx is pushing, we know she'll most likely just stay with the wave. Because I didn't even give vision of where I was at to the enemy, so they didn't even really know where I was there. Shen's mid. I guess he doesn't want to play top. Maybe Jace froze it on him. Who knows? Oh, I'm almost 6-minute mark. That's really early. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Wow, they're actually chasing this. Shen is 6. This is a very strange interaction. I'm going to have to queue early to get to this guy. Got him with my Ignite. He should just die here. My level 5 Ignite versus his level 4 HP pool. I got level 6 off of killing him. Alright, this Shen's being greedy. I'm gonna have to R just to get to him. I'm gonna have to dodge that and leave the area. I almost died there. Shen had his little circle block. I can't really do anything though because I don't have my Q. Oh, Jace finds the phase rush. That guy is crazy. He actually pulled it off there. I suppose that's one huge upside to phase rush. It makes your dives super nasty because he was able to pull out. If he didn't have phase rush, he would have taken an extra turret shot at least. Dirty. Poor Shen, man. Real demoralizing to get turret dove. Every season, like last season and this season, they buffed turret damage. That's a buff for Master Yi since you can dodge him with your Q or 90% mitigate with your W. Your W blocks 90% of damage for the first half second and 90% for the last half second. Everything in between is only a 45% block, which really isn't that good. I could raw take Dragon here. I have such a big lead on Lee Sin, I doubt he would step up to even look for this. That's so annoying. Oh, she didn't see. Dragon's gonna kill her, maybe. No. Got her flash. She wasn't playing on lock screen. If she's playing on lock screen, she might have been able to kill me there. That's annoying, though, that she did that. Like, what in the world, Cass? She's lucky my stuff's on cooldown. Got her flash and her R. That was a close fight. I'll have my free boots soon. Nice. Find the pick on Jinx. Down she goes. I still want this dragon. I don't necessarily want to give up my whole top side for it, though. Can we see where their Lee Sin's at? I'm a little nervous to go back there because my bot lane needs to reset. My Gragas is resetting. One downside to starting it is the Shen can use his R to get into the fight, and it'll make it to where it will be hard for me to get my R extensions as well. Jace gets the kill. Knocks him away. Jukes. Lee Sin threw his Q too early there. R's him. He's just going to walk Jace down. Lee Sin had such a big HP advantage. Even though Lee Sin misplayed twice there, he had way more HP than the Jace. To where Lee Sin could have literally just walked at Jace. If Jace never jukes, and Lee Sin can land skill shots. If Jace does juke, then Lee Sin can literally just auto him to death. Lee Sin can't solo me, especially without R. Lee Sin's a soft counter to Yi early on. If you don't have Ignite, you can kind of solo you. And then at level 6, he's really annoying because he can knock you away when you're on top of him or somebody. And the knock makes it to where your R gets wasted pretty consistently. Hey, friend. Auto him down into Q. Gragas gets the blowback. Wait, this chick doesn't have R. I dodge her thing with my thing. Meditate it, and we're out of there. Can't believe Shen's actually over here. And I'm out. I'm not going in for that. We'll use W to extend our duration, also to heal. The lower health you are, the more you heal. I got it. Meditate that. I might die. Ooh, wow. 460. My God. That's so high. Holy moly, dude. I should have soaked that shot and meditated the last one, so that's my bad there. If I would have meditated the last shot, I would have mitigated more damage since the turret heats up over like 5 shots, each one doing more damage than the last. So yeah, I would have lived. I should have just soaked, and then on the last one, pop W and would have barely lived. Because I only need like 40 more health there. Got Bork into, I'd say, just straight into Rage Blade, because Rage Blade is pretty cheap. Oh my God. Rage Blade is pretty cheap. Plus Mastery with free boots. Moves faster than every champ with tier 2 boots. People with tier 2 boots normally move around 380. We're moving 390, so we can delay it for now. R's up. I'm on Bork. It's time to fight. This power spike's nuts. Slows him down, speeds me up on the 3rd auto. And every auto does 12% their current health. This might actually be warded. Oh, no, Gragas is waiting for there. Oh well. It's time to get dragged. As long as Leona peels for me, we're Gucci. Mastery takes wind drags the worst. He's the best at taking flame and earth drags, because flame and earth attack so slow you can dodge pretty much all their autos with your Q in midair. Oh, did she just hex flash or flash there? Lee Sin's mid. I don't know why Gragas is running away. Oh well. Lee Sin can't really get his red buff spawn. Gray's a minute or less. Yellow's 10 seconds or less. We'll be going for his red here in a moment. I'll even use my abilities. Yeah, it's coming up right now. I'm gonna head over. I have Bork. He doesn't have a full item, and I do, so we obviously win this fight. If my Q was up, I would have Q'd him. A little worried about where Cass may be. I'm gonna pop my E, take this a little bit quicker. Like, so he didn't actually stay for these, so he was nervous about the Jace. So Jace must have forced Shen to back. If Shen has his circle, I don't really want to deal with him. Until we see him use his auto block. It's not that appetizing. He has a lot of armor now. Cass is staying mid. I'm just going to go mid. She's moving 364. I'm moving way faster than that. I'm going to R for this. Auto attack into the Q. Nice try, Cass. Ooh, there's still a ward here. Cool. Nice. Could look for a dive bot side. Wait, what is Lee Sin doing? We don't really have a way to clear this bush. Oh, no way. They're actually doing it. Yard me away. That's exactly what I was worried about. We'll go ahead and meditate that. I didn't even realize Samira was in there. I would have kept pushing. Good job for Samira. Sowing TPs. These guys are getting run around really hard. They're probably going to end up FFing 15. They're getting mauled right now. I think I have time to even get Lee Sin's wolves. I'm not going to smite this since my E's on. I don't want to waste smite. I can finish it with my E duration. Bork, then Rage Blade, then Radiant Virtue. You don't go Radiant Virtue first or second because then you're missing out on damage. Whenever you're ganking, people are trying to get away from you. They can't burst you down because you're Meditate, even if there's 2 of them. So that's why you go Radiant Virtue third more for team fights. God, this guy's annoying. Trolling my back, Rakan. Who do you think you are? So yeah, we can pick up Rage Blade. Probably go for Plated as well. They're triple physical damage, double magic. So Plated's really good here. Then I'll go for Radiant Virtue. Be super tanky. If your team lacks a proper front line or if the enemy front line's bigger, Radiant Virtue is insanely good for you. Exceptions is if you have someone to hard pill for you like a Lulu or a Yuumi, you don't need it. You might as well go for Kraken at that point, but I have no one to pill for me. Like no one to drop a shield on my head. I guess maybe Leona. If she goes for that one item, that's not enough. They're trying to force a kill. They might just find it as well. Yep, Leona's dead. They're giving the enemies a taste of gold. Now they're not going to want to surrender. Then they'll see me in my final form here in about 2,800 gold. I could nearly 1v5 them if they're not like stacked on top of each other. Because if they're stacked on top of each other, I can't auto anyone for 2 seconds because of the Shen circle. And then there's Rakan taunt. But if I can basically kill one of them right as they're converging, I could probably kill them all. Of the damage output. Damage output for sure. After Radiant Virtue, you typically look for Titanic and Wit's End. You want more on-hit items more than anything. Titanic fits that bill. Lots of on-hit, super tanky. Enemy awards. Yeah, these guys are like lots of awards. It's dragon fight time. I have my jungle item finished. Lee Sin doesn't have his, so we have the extra shield and tenacity from this as long as it's up. It's really good against champions like Fiddlesticks who will raw fear you to start their combo, or an Evelynn charm. Anything like that. Should really get the blue to Gragas here. There's no reason not to step up for this. I'll just go ahead and smite it. I have smite for the dragon as well. We need to delay Lee Sin's jungle item, maintain a nice girthy lead on these guys. Alright. That was really something. I don't know why Jinx R did that much damage. I definitely smited a little late there, but wow. Her R did like 800 damage there. That sucks. I think it's time for them to pay for that. Got Magnite on him. There it is. And you're dead, Cass. Auto attack into Q. So they may have gotten Dragon, but in the end, they all die. But yeah, Jinx R, man. I think they buffed her recently because she's the #1 or #2 bot lane champ in the game right now. I'm seeing a lot of her. I think they might have buffed her Rocket. Is her Rocket or her Zap? It's one of her abilities. Want some big R extensions. Hey Jinx, got your flash, buddy. She really wanted that red buff. She has high CS. Like, granted, for Dez, same, like, more CS than my AD carry. Yeah, let's go and back off. So from this position, we want to get a good fight and then lay Herald. After you get a few kills, 1 to 5 essentially, any kills, you can lay Herald and they can't contest. We'll wait to get a pick on Dragon or Baron or something. Go for Radiant Virtue. The reason why you wouldn't want Heart Still, it doesn't line up well with what he's trying to do. Sure, it gives you HP, but with how it scales, getting it this late into the game doesn't make sense. Like, getting a Heart Still this late in the game is like buying a tier this late into the game. Or buying like a Majia's 4th item. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Sure, it's okay on Yi, but at the same time, it doesn't actually help you in your clears at all, and it doesn't give you really any damage output in the early mid game. So it's just a weird item for him. Wouldn't recommend it. Back when Heart Still was Giga overpowered, then sure, but it's not. It's been probably over nerfed. There's only a few champions who can even take it without trolling. Hello, Cass. I'm not even gonna R for this. We'll hit her with the smite. Gragas is dead. Oh, he actually didn't die. Good for him. His self-healing's so high he didn't die. Could probably get away with staying, right? Lee Sin's mid. Yeah, I'll push this wave in. It's a full item plus plated. Samir's 2 full item. Lee Sin tries to go and get a cheeky kill. That should not be possible. He just 1v2'd when Samir had 2 full items and he only has 1. How is that even possible? Samir is even a higher level. What are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. Dunked her right into the turret. Okay, it's time for Radiant Virtue, and it's time for Titanic. Ultra tanky. With the armor and magic resist, you completely cancel out lethality items and Sork shoes. Now, granted, they don't have either of that this game. It's just something to keep in mind. If they have a Talon and then they have like a Zerath. Oh, they quit. Are you kidding me? They quit that early. All right, we'll have to go ahead and do a part 2. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This time we're up against the Sejuani. Might actually end up invading her nice and early. We'll see. The only reason why I wouldn't want to is because Cass probably won't have lane prio over a Zed. And that could be problematic if he rotates on us. So here, just keeping some watch. They have an Action bot lane with Zyra. You don't see that every day. I don't think Action is viable bot lane because I believe his auto attack range is only 500. It's not even 550, which is standard 80 carry auto range. Go ahead and just get my ward down, pick up Sweeper. You can definitely hold on to ward for a while if you want. With Master Yi, his ganks absolutely don't work if it's warded though. So for him in particular, I think it's fine to go for Oracle still. For those of you who aren't really up to date, recently Riot buffed warding totems to be lower cooldown, and they nerfed Oracles to be a longer cooldown. So Oracles got nerfed, warding totems got buffed. But like I said, on Yi, it's still kind of worth it. That way you can still gank effectively. Get that last Kaisa auto, very nice. Gromp hasn't spawned, so there's no reason to even use Smite on this. It's already dead. I'll just lead in with Q. You can't even block autos from monsters in alpha, so leading in with Q, you actually block it since it never started it. Basically, if a monster starts an auto attack, it goes through no matter what. It's so annoying. Even if you hard CC it, knock it away, go in alpha. It's like they're like auto Q is actually kind of inefficient now to where you should kind of just Q a monster. Obviously, champions, minions, and turrets are different. They make sense. Monsters are the ones who can attack through time, space, create wormholes. Let's go ahead. I'd say get another point in Q. I'll just full clear it up. Kite it out a little bit. Never want to stand still versus Raptors. You end up taking way more damage that way. I think Zed just warded us. I doubt Sedge would invade though. She probably couldn't kill me anyways. I can smite this to get away from this area regardless. Yeah, it looks like Sedge went bot. I'll go invade her top side then. That's fine. She showed up bot after 3 camps. She didn't get a kill out of it either. That's not a very good way to path anymore because you can take enemy jungle camps just as fast as your own. So in theory, she should lose blue and probably Gromp. I'll just lead in with Q so he doesn't get off his auto in alpha. Went ahead and burned my potion as well. Yeah, the Q damage is actually kind of nuts. Ooh, that was actually way too close. Auto W auto. Auto into Q. She probably went to Wolves first. Or she might have just ended up resetting. I don't know, but she's not over here. I could go for Illaoi. I have enough HP to pull it off. Irelia with the outplay. And she should die there. Nice. Well played. Auto attack into Q. I have red buff autos on her. I meditated that damage. She's dead, literally. Down she goes. We used our Q to dodge her main source of damage, which is the back end of her Flail Whip. We're able to negate that. We also meditated, which mitigated her Ice Break, which is a huge source of damage, 10% of your max health plus base damage. It's not easy for Sedge to kill a Master Yi. Sedge is more of a gank jungler. She's not really made for solos. I really went for Berserk Rush, or I should say a Vampiric Rush. Don't know about that. I guess she's just going for Bork. Bork is super, super overtuned. First item rush, it slows them, speeds you up, does percent based current health damage. Hey, allow it. I'll walk out with autos. Auto attack into Q behind. Down she goes. I really should still be able to catch that wave as well. It's time for me to reset. Yeah, that's rough for Illaoi, man. That's one thing Illaoi can't do is push early. She's so easy to gank. Once she's 6, you don't really want to gank her as a melee champ because she'll kill everybody. Not much skill required, but at this stage in the game, you don't really want to be pushing up on Illaoi. She should be playing closer to her turret versus someone like an Irelia. Unless her jungler was going to camp her lane, and even then, it's kind of iffy. Main threats for us in a team fight is probably Zyra, actually. Like, seeing her snares hard. It's not a visually expressive. It's kind of like a luck snare. It's hard to see it coming. Why are you in my jungle, dude? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Her bot lane's rotating. I have to leave. She just came over here randomly. She didn't know where I was at. If I had Bork or any kind of slow such as red buff, I'd probably kill her there. We have 355 base movement speed. The highest in the game. Mastery is legit faster than some champions, as if he had boots and they didn't have boots. Because normal boots are 25 and some champions have 325 base movement speed. So he's literally faster than some champs, even if they have tier 1 boots, like a Tristana or a Nivea. By 5 more movement speed. Karma is 2 deaths. It's not great. I hit level 6 pre-7 minute though. That's good. Might actually be able to do it top after all. It's insane how much mana W costs. It's maximum mana. Oof. Plus 40. It's super expensive. And the more higher on HP you are, the less it actually does anything. I ignited her. I'm going to Q to dodge that. Going to meditate that, and we're chilling. If you 90% damage mitigate one of the pounds and dodge the other pound, she can't kill you. I'm only ganking it, though, since I had Ignite R, and she's behind me. Irelia's ahead. Like, if Illaoi was ahead at all, or neutral, I wouldn't bother ganking it. It's too much risk. I really did a good job not letting those tentacles hit her for free, so it stalled out Illaoi's Conqueror stacks and her self-healing as well. They did get Dragon for that, which is arguably better than us getting turret here. Next patch, they are nerfing dragons, though, except for wind drags, so maybe next patch it won't be worth it for them to trade off in that way. But for now, yeah, that was a good trade for them. Illaoi plus 1 plate for drag is a very good trade for them. Especially since they're behind at the moment. I'll skip Gromp, head over straight to red buff. By the time I finish it, she'll be able to gank Illaoi top side. She doesn't have boots. She's also got a low base movement speed, I believe. Cass should be fine. If Cass survives the Zed matchup early game, at 6 he's totally fine. Cass could also go for Frozen Heart or whatever. Already have my control word down. Go ahead and hold on to this one then. Oof, it's warded. It's unfortunate. Go ahead and back off. Do Krugs for now. Try to stall it out. She's probably going to ward this area right there. But, I don't know. It's hard to say what for sure she warded. I assume her flash is up. She doesn't have boots. Base movement speed of 350. That is really high. Wow, I wasn't expecting Illaoi to be that high up. I don't really want to reset is the thing. So I'm just hoping her ward's on a cooldown. Huh. Yeah, I don't know about that. That was kind of weird. She just lost all of her fervor. Oh, Sedge's here. Just got to back off then. I'm using the minion to block Soul Pull. It's a weird fight. They're both kind of underneath their turret. I'm going to just smite him and run away. That was a good flash from Irelia. Get a red buff auto on Zed. Try to get him off. Go ahead and heal back up. They're sending 3 people top. Cass needs to stay and hit the turret. Yeah, don't roam. The situation's probably over by now anyways. We'll check it real quick. I think Live's about to run into us. Dodge it with Q. Mitigate it. Down she goes. Auto attack Q to dodge her little ice break. Down she goes. They can't hit me with any of their skill shots. EQ too strong. It's a double. I should take Herald off that. I don't trust Cass though. He's not even trying to push lane when he very well could do so quite easily. He's gonna let me get murdered by Zed while I'm on Herald. Like, he already knows Zed has no like ignite or R. You should be really rough with him right now. Trade him down. He's just trying to AFK scale. The dangers in that is if your laner starts to find more value than you. For example, if I started Herald, Zed kills me, takes Herald, then that would be really bad. My R is still on a cooldown. It'd be a good time to look for a reset. I would like to grab Gromp if I could though. Get this out of the way. Bot lane's tied up in CS, mid's mostly tied in CS. Top's close, and jungle is somewhat close in CS. Close game other than kill so far. 6 to their 2. But at the end of the day, 4 isn't that much, I guess. Got Bork now. We'll go straight for the Rage Blade. Because we are already really fast. 390. Tier 1 boots is crazy. We didn't have to pay for these. It's really like a 400, 450 gold value. Since they're 10 move speed faster than any other boots. Like, it's a permanent 10 as long as you don't sell them. Alawi is definitely diveable since I'm Mr. Tinkles. It's the only type of gank mastery he's legitimately good at is a dive. Other than that, he's not. Oh, it's warded. Big surprise there, huh? I'm going to dodge that out. Yeah, Alawi does some crazy damage. Ireali's not a full item, so even though she's up on gold, it wasn't enough to win that. This is where you start to see Alawi get out of hand. We lose another dragon. Hopefully I can get full turret into Herald here. I don't know why Karma randomly came top. I don't have the minions to actually get this whole turret. The wave's really far away. It's not even a cannon wave. I'll just have to take the gold for now. Cass is not doing enough. I don't want Zed to rotate to me and kill me on Herald is why I haven't been taking it. It's made it hard to want to. So now Cass is basically dead. I could cut off Zed, but Zed, he said I was walking around. I can't really pin him down without my R. So Cass barely lives. That's good that at least Zed's busy messing around with other people. Nice. I'm not even going to use my smite on it. No need. There's nobody here to contest. Are they trying to get first turret gold? Maybe I should just went and laid that top. Karma's like not pushing those minions at all. Not sure where these guys are. I feel like they know that I'm here though. There's 3 or 4 of them missing right now. Bit unnerving. Down goes the Karma. I don't know. Did Sedge see me there? Oh yeah, she literally knows. Like, this is such a bad fight. Zed's about to be here. I don't want to deal with the Fed Zed. I'll just reset. It's just not worth dying to Zed, man. He's pretty strong right now. He has close to all of his damage output at the moment. Assume this is warded. All my camps are up too. This sucks. I'm not getting anything out of this. Can't really deal with Alawi anymore. How is that full health though? Cass wants to freeze apparently. I don't know. All my camps are up and I'm just running around looking for ganks. It's so annoying. I have my R up though, so kind of AFK full clear is a bit troll when R's up. This guy's gonna run away most likely. Hey friend. Got the Q attachment. Not worth. I get his shutdown, he gets mine. I got 600 gold from him total. He got 800 from me. He wouldn't freaking die though, man. Flash and heal out of him. But hey, I got Rageblade now. That's pretty sick. Their team is extremely physical damage heavy with the Zed, Akshan, and Alawi. This game's starting to go down the tubes a bit since they have dual dragons. I gotta show up and start taking these. Dragon up in 140. Herald, I still have a minute 36, so I'll have it about the same time. So what I'll do here is probably just full clear in a drag fight. Full clear, if I have time to reset, I'll lay Herald from base. We'll see. Whatever makes the most sense. R's on cooldown, I don't have to look for a gank. Having R up for a long time is bad though. If there really is no gank, then there's no gank, but you have to consider how good Yee's dives are and truly consider it based on everyone's positioning if you can pull it off. There's no way Zed kills him here, right? Cast R's away. Maybe Zed flashed, but how does Zed keep up with Cass? Dude. Wow. Alright, they're both trolling. Kaisa flashed for that? What in the world? Why? Alright. That was such a weird fight. It was absolutely bonkers. I have to relay my controller because they broke mine. I need dragon. I gotta just walk it in right here. Of course, this is control worded. Zed's dead, so in theory they can't fight. In theory. This dragon does slow your movement speed on every third auto by a little bit. It's easier to take Ocean, Flame, and Earth because they attack really slow. I have a lot of life still here. You want to smite fight, Sedge? I get the attachment and you're dead. You're all gonna die now. Yeah, nice try, guys. Nice try. With the fed Mr. Tinkles on a Bork Rageblade Power Spike. Probably not the move. And down you go. Nice try again. Once again, we are on an absolutely absurd Power Spike. This game went from being basically even to now it is basically over. And you can see why Mastery only really needs 2 damage items. Specifically Bork and Rageblade. He does not need Kraken unless they have double armor tanks such as Malphite and Rammus. In that case, you kind of do need Kraken. It'll take too long to kill. Even then, you still don't like have to have it, but it's nice to have if you can get away with it in that situation. In a game like this, if they had a Malphite Rammus, I definitely would go for Kraken because I have a Karma to shield me. But I could even stay here. I doubt this is worded. Does he still have vision to me though? Because I'm a scoundrel. Oh, okay. Zyra trolling me a bit. I should reset, but I have a full clear to pull into and my R's up, so I don't want to back. A lot of opportunities here. I don't want to go to bed. Karma block, there it is. Oh no. They're both dead now. Oh man. It's unfortunate. Akshan gets meat spin resets on kills and assists. He could double meat spin there. He had an item advantage. My teammates hadn't really backed to spend gold yet. There's no turret for them, so they're both just kind of hovering mid. Really important when you're fighting people, especially when they're fighting you, to use your W to block damage and auto reset. Don't just randomly use it. Like against the Zed, we blocked a lot of damage and also got auto reset in. I'm actually going to have Radiant Virtue here. That's going to be a lot of fun. My team is extremely damage heavy. This is such a good game for it. Irelia, Kai'Sa, Cass, all ultra high damage. We lack a front line though, so I'm basically going to be our front line. And I can afford Radiant. Oh golly jeepers. Here we go. Might have to end up getting a magic resist item, most likely Wit's End after Titanic into Wit's End. Zyra Sork Shoes forced it a bit, plus Sedge base damage, magic damage. I'm very confused how Cass cannot solo Zed yet though. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not a Conqueror or Gore Drink Zed that can scrap down. It's Electrocute. After he pops his Electrocute, there's no more bursts left. I think Zed just saw me. I had to art early to get to him. Oh, that hit. I'm going to stall it out with my Meditate. Look at my health. Goodbye, Akshan. Oh, wait, that's Zyra. I thought that was my teammate. They're all going to die, though. Hey, friend. We'll block turret shot. Psych. She died instantly there. Yeah, Radiant Virtue is spicy. As you saw my HP, it was kicking up. Radiant Virtue plus Meditate looked pretty funny there. Pretty funny indeed. They have a really bad comp to deal with the Yi. You want hard point and click CC, Malzahar, Fiddle Fear, Eve Charm, Zac triple displacement. Insanely good versus the Lee Sin R. They don't have anything. The only thing they have is delayed skill shots such as Zyra Snare, Sedge R. Delayed hard CC is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we can definitely take this. I have true damage on my E. Kai'Sa doesn't have any self-healing though. She's standing in the Baron Goot. I don't like this. The enemies are all rotating, shockingly enough. It got way too risky. If it was only Zyra, then maybe, but I saw the Sedge and Zed rotating. Oh, I think it was warded. That makes more sense. I'm going to beat a dragon fight. I just got to spend my gold. Plated's big here. And then Titanic. I don't need Tiamat necessarily. I'd rather have the health from Titanic at this stage in the game. I already have all the damage I need from Lethal Tempo, Alacrity, Bork, Rageblade, my passive E and R. Honestly, every mastery ability does damage, even his W, since it's an auto attack reset. Effectively does a solid amount. I don't want to waste my E here. I'm not seeing any wards. Huh. Dodge the Soul Pult. Meditate that out. Down you go. Wow, this is healing me a lot. Everyone's gonna die. Oh, wait, maybe not. I got chunked. Akshan just brought two of his teammates back to health as well. That was really bad. Sejuani took a while to kill and then he got brought back. Cass going in. Nice, at least he gets out. Zed greedily chases. Akshan's got his meat spin. Flips out. Kai'Sa follows it up with the R. It's decent. Such a bummer that I can kill two of them and then Akshan snaps his fingers and brings them back like that, but that's what I get for being greedy. Slice them all up pretty quick. Zyra landed a good snare that threw off my tempo super, super hard. If I could have dodged that snare, it would have been possibly a pentakill. Getting close to full Titanic. These dragons are big, big, big. Attack speed and ability haste. Juicy as heck for you. Those are the two stats he needs for damage output. You wouldn't think ability haste is that important, but it helps out a lot with getting his R up more often. We need people to rotate to this. I mean, they can try to steal it. But it's just going to get them killed. Even if she got it, it wouldn't have been worth because we'd get Baron off that and at least one turret. Oh, got somebody's flash. That's free Baron. 300 gold apiece plus some extra bonus stats. I don't have R is the thing. Like, Master Yi with no R is not built to team fight. If I had R, we could probably dive there. My teammates understand the memo. That's good. Do not want to dive without R. The attack speed, movement speed is essential. And that, my friends, is Baron. The red buff's free for the taken. That's why Cass farms my Raptors. Go ahead and get my Titanic here in a moment. Seems like every single game I see in Alawi. I want that red buff. It's far enough away from their base. I don't think they can stop me. It's good. He pulled off her passive. And that is red buff. I want Titanic. Lots of on-hit damage. It'll also be giving me around 20 attack damage, which is 20 additional. So it's 30 plus the 24. That's 54 attack damage. It's really solid. That's more than... Well, not more than that, but about the same as Collector 80 or the same as like Black Cleaver 50. Yeah, so it's more attack damage than Black Cleaver. How funny is that? Plus the extra 54 on hit, which I can give them 2 servings of from passive and extra servings from Gunzu's, of course. Oh, this is a one weird fight. They're kind of low enough, though. It makes sense. I have to get onto Zyra. Dodge that out. Meditate. Yeah, we're fine. Is that a penta? Oh, it wasn't a penta. I guess someone else got a kill in there. Basically, lots of Q spams, hoping it comes up in time from my auto attacks, putting it on lower cooldown. Also mashing in W's from my resets to get the 90% damage reduction for essentially 1 second when I start, and then half a second when I start and half a second when it ends. But yeah, that's basically the concept behind Bork, Rageblade, Radiant Virtue, Master Yi. You're super tanky and you can still kill everybody. Look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we had the most in the game at 35,000. Looking at damage taken, decent amount. And for runes, very solid. All in all, Master Yi jungle, extremely meta right now. Arguably the best carry jungler in the game to consistently carry. And really solid builds to play off of. This one is by far his best and my favorite right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.